In many schools, immigrant children are viewed as being behind or disadvantaged because they don't speak English as their first language. Here in Michigan, immigrants make up 13% of all parents with young children, and the state is home to nearly 2,000 English learners in Lansing's public schools alone. Nationwide, these trends continue. So why do schools still operate as if these students don't belong? Meet Dr. Jungmin Kwon, a faculty member in teacher education at MSU whose research explores the intersections of language and literacy, immigrant families, and transnational migration.
A deficit perspective is a way of thinking that focuses on what students lack, and we often overlook the potentials and knowledge that immigrant children bring from home and community. A lot of children from immigrant backgrounds speak languages other than English at home, so these children are labeled as students at risk or failing if they are not proficient in English.
Research by Kwon and others show that children from immigrant backgrounds often have deep cultural and linguistic knowledge.
Research shows that many immigrant children translate documents such as bills and letters for their families. They teach languages to their siblings and peers, and they know a lot about their heritage and the countries that they or their parents are from.
Instead of viewing immigrant children as needing to catch up, Kwon advocates for an asset-based approach.
So asset-based approaches is where we actively learn from students about their linguistic and cultural backgrounds and incorporate their knowledge into classrooms, rather than labeling them as students who are limited proficient in English. We position them as multilingual and transnational experts who can bring their knowledge into classrooms.
Studies show that when immigrant children are encouraged to use translanguaging, they engage better and their learning outcomes improve.
Children learn better and thrive when they find what they learn in school are meaningful and relevant to them and their lives. And when it comes to immigrant children, they engage in meaningful learning when their linguistic and cultural knowledge are celebrated and are considered as resources for learning. So it is important for educators to create an environment in school and classroom where these children's knowledge and linguistic repertoire are celebrated and recognized as assets.
Despite the data, many schools still struggle to implement these ideas. Teachers aren't given the tools or training to support multilingual students, and policy continues to push a one-size-fits-all model of education.
The first step is for educators to take time to learn about their students and their multilingual and transnational expertise. Once they know more about their students from immigrant backgrounds, they should carefully consider how to incorporate those knowledge, background, and experiences into teaching. Lastly, I think it's really important to send a clear message, not just to immigrant students, but to all learners, that various ways of learning and multilingualism are valued in school and classrooms.